want to know from a female perspective. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think women would like to know an opinion on of what men think.
Well, I guess it's only right we start off with, what's your preference? Do you rather alpha or do you rather a submissive girl?
Okay. Jay, I'm going to let you answer.
I know I'm an alpha, you know, and I would like my woman to be an alpha as well, too, but she also has to be submissive in certain areas. Like letting me know I'm the king, but in certain areas being submissive, like in the bed, definitely like that, you know, and, you know, just maybe be more supportive. So I would consider being submissive, supportive of me as well, too. Like letting me lead, you know, but letting her be in her place by letting me take the role as being the king and doing my thing, so.
Nice. All right, that's good. You know, you got different perspectives on that. I think that, again, a winner, everyone wins.
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Nice. All right, bet.
Good.
You know, so a good role. So when it comes to that, I think that for sure I would prefer an alpha female, only because with an alpha female, if I happen to let my guard down in a certain situation, I know she's there and has my back 100%, stands her ground and says, hey, she checks me at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. And if I'm wrong about something, right? Let's say I'm in a situation where I'm out and I get into I don't even know how to explain it, not even an altercation or something, or a disagreement with someone, right? She's there, she can check me and say, hey, you're wrong for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instead of, not in front of the person.
Behind
Not in front of the
closed
person,
doors.
but behind
Back
closed
me
doors.
up.
I was just about to say, now alpha woman would definitely stand on ground, know when to represent, hey, listen, you know, I'm with you no matter what, but you were wrong for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we gotta really
Yeah.
clarify that, you know?
Yeah.
Can't do it in front of, you know.
Yeah,
Try
because
to
now
make
if you do it in
it
front of
alpha
other
wrong
people,
way.
now it's you're kind of against me.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? And I
yeah.
want her to have my back.
Yeah.
Right? So in front of other people, you know, stand her ground with me, but behind closed doors, check me at the door and say, hey, listen, babe, you know what? I think you were wrong for that. You could have handled this way, right?
So basically, summing it up, you guys prefer stronger women.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree. It's more attractive.
Absolutely.
The most powerful thing we have in our bodies is our mind. You know what I mean? And what more than a person or a female who has a strong mind? I think that's sapiosexual. That is the most attractive thing I think a woman can bring.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, my next question.
All right.
What are some type of fetishes that you guys have?
What's that?
Yo, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go first, bro.
That's a really good question. But we got an 11, so
Yo, 11,
baby. All right. So you win money here. We got some shots coming real quick. Let's hold that thought, because I got some good stuff coming for you. Right?
No, this is perfect.
All right, guys. Cheers.
To the fetish.
To the fetishes, yes. Fetishes, right? What are fetishes? So, personally, right, I love feet. I just have a thing with feet. I love pretty feet. I love pretty toes. I've always had that since I was a kid, right? So I would say I love sucking toes, like with my partner. So that being said, right, when I date someone, they have to have pretty feet. When I look at a woman, I look at her, you know, from top to bottom. But when it comes to the bottom, if the feet aren't okay, it might be we might hook up, but it won't last.
So wait. Do you want like pretty feet, or
Yes.
do you like? Well, okay, what if she keeps her toes done, but her toes are like?
You mean like a
You
real
know,
long one?
yeah.
A real long. All right. So if they hang over the sandal, it's a no-go. It might be a one night and that's it. You know what I mean? Keep your socks on type thing, and then we keep it moving.
Well, I
But-
think those girls wear like their shoes too small.
They might, but
We can't tell.
but then you know, a point you just made is actually pretty good. That if she keeps her nails done, right? Because that's important. If you know that your toes aren't the prettiest, right? Or you don't like it,
Gotta
at
touch
least
them up.
yeah, keep them up.
Yeah,
Keep
but
them up.
how would you feel about that? Like, to your standard, they're like, but she keeps them well maintained.
So it goes back to like the scale, right?
Yeah,
like-
the scale.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is
cannot.
everything else up to
do it.
par?
The feet have to be on point. And I mean, like, they have to be pretty. Because I like to see my woman in heels. I like to see her look elegant at times. You know, not all the time,
Yeah.
but when she goes out, I like her to look really nice with her toes done. It's something that I find attractive, heels, stuff like that. So if I can't see my woman like that, or if I see her like that and it's a turn off to me, then it's not going to last for me. And that's just, I've broken up with women because of that. Toes is a thing for me. Do I suck them? Yeah, I suck them. I'm not gonna suck a bunion. Like that's really the turn off. That's really the turn off.
It's like that extra little thing to chew on.
Oh, listen,
Tastes like people.
Not saying that I have bunions or anything, but I'm just saying.
but see with
For my
that,
sisters.
but that's what I'm saying though. With bunions, like you can fix that. Like do something with that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the long toe thing, you really can't do much with that. Keep the toes down, all right, cool. But the bunion, that's a no. That's a no.
No.
That's a
Yo,
Oh, they have that surgery now for the long toes.
Yo, what they
Get out! Are you serious?
Yeah, one of this like Instagram girl my friend was sending me. She's like, she just did her toe surgery, and then she sends me the
No
older
way.
pictures, and I'm like, oh my god,
Wow.
it was noticeably long. Like it was the only one hanging over.
Oh, like a pointer toe?
Yeah,
Hey, so
yeah,
so
the pointer
the-
toe, exactly, the one next to the big one.
so now there's no excuse. That's it. Look
Yeah,
at you just
right?
guys, ladies. There's no excuse now. All right,
If you love her, pay for that toe surgery.
get them toes done.
Well, see, before we even move on, I'm like, all right, were you willing to accept to actually help her? Like, you know what I mean? You see her in a way, you like her, you want to date her, and then it gets bigger than that, but you have that thing about her feet, like, no, I can't do it, but you're willing to help her out and get.
That's the problem. Though I won't let it get there.
Oh.
Like we'll do the date, right? Because if she has like boots on the first date,
I could have
you don't know what the
taken
feet
on the
look
side
like.
Yeah.
of the table.
But in the middle of intimacy, you take off the socks, you do your thing. You're not gonna stop and be like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go home because you got long feet." You know what I mean? But afterwards, when you're getting dressed, you're peeping like, "Oh, what's up? What's going on there? Let me see what's going on. Hey, you got nice feet. Oh, no, you don't. But you say you do. You know what I mean? That after that, then you choose. Then I choose, and I go home. I'm like, I can't do that. Is she that bad that I want to continue? Or no, is this going to affect me in the long run? It's petty. Listen, it's petty, right?
It's
It's
your
petty
thing.
as hell.
It's your
But it's
thing.
just
It's
for
your
me.
thing.
Like I've broken up with women because they had ugly feet. I just couldn't do it.
Yo, it's like, do I want to sleep with this feet for the rest of my life?
What's your thing, Jay?
Yo, bro, to be honest, I don't even know, but I do love a woman with a cute smile. Like, her teeth
Okay.
gotta be popping.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if I'm definitely intimate with the female, I'm gonna be all over the face. You know what I mean? Definitely in her mouth in many ways. So, so you know what I mean? That's like one of my things. I love a woman with a great smile, bright smile, and good looking teeth. And I do like ass a lot. I don't know if that's a fetish. It's a playground.
You
I
gotta
like
have something.
yeah. You gotta have a nice butt. You know what I mean? Like I'm not looking for overdo like
Yeah,
that big.
just a
You know?
nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice
something
fish.
to play with. Just slap every time. Cause walking around, she's in her underwear or not, I'm grabbing, smacking her ass all day long. And I'm pretty sure women like that. You like that?
What? Oh,
Like
it's
get
an
your
ass
ass,
smack?
get your ass smacked.
I mean, if it's not too rough, yeah. That's hard. That's
Some,
fucking hard.
some women,
I know
women
some
like
girls
to
like
get
that. I don't
like
like it.
hard.
No, I get pissed off actually.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you doing me so hard?
Cause even if, when it comes to butt, I would ask a female like what kind of lingerie she likes to wear, like what underwear she like. Cause I like specifically boy shorts.
Look at Jay.
No, I'm serious.
He's like,
I mean,
so.
yeah, I like
first
boy
6
shorts.
months
I like
later,
how
what
consistent.
kind of underwear do you wear?
I don't think I'm asking on the first day, or maybe if I have a maybe.
Depends where it's going.
Yeah, depends where it's going.
The
Yeah.
combo's going. Cuz.
Especially, I'm a clown, so I get, they get drawn into that, so I might get comfortable, start asking weird fucking questions. But I definitely want to know what the ass is like. If she has a cute face with a pretty smile, I definitely want to know what her hips and the ass is about.
Like, my major thing is, like, you have to smell good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you could be so good looking and I hug you and smell you and you smell like outside, I'm like, oh, your cologne needs to be stronger.
But what would happen though? So if you got a dude that you think is very attractive, he doesn't smell good at first. But you're really into his looks. Would you
Well,
give
I'm
him
gonna
another
give
shot?
him a second time around to
Okay.
smell him, and then.
But the thing is, you won't never let that get far. I mean, you wouldn't even ask the short, yo, were you willing to, fix your toes? If you want
No. So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I have 10,000. I'm willing to invest in you.
It's not even that. He's
Hey,
like,
can we do
listen,
it or what?
listen, man, I like you, you're a great personality, but your toes are fucked up.
I know.
You know what though? I've said that.
Oh my god.
When I was
Well,
so
you're very
upset.
straight up
Yeah,
guy.
it's very,
And
it's
it was-
straightforward, dog.
I was savage. I'm savage now, but when I was when you're younger, you're a little more savage because you have less inhibition. You know what I mean? You don't care as much. When you get older, you start caring a little more. Like, let me be a little more sensitive. You become more sensitive, right? But when I was younger, I can't do it. Those toes have not gone with me.
I'll straight disappear on something. I won't even say. They'll be like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what? Hey, do you want to do this? I'm like, you've been blocked.
But that was
So
back
you like
then
my
and
feet.
now. Like
I'm
when you were
still
younger?
like that. Like, honestly, I've been like single the last few months or whatever, and I have just ghosted people out of like so many different things, so many like dumb reasons too. And it's like, what happened? What did I do wrong? You don't like, you did a lot wrong, you know, like.
And they don't know it. They don't know it though.
Like, huh?
They don't know it though.
No, well, I just never said anything to them. I have my best friend, right? My guy best friend. He tells me how his girlfriend sucks his dick after the gym.
Oh.
I'm like, that's fucking insane.
But all right. So that is one thing. That's one thing. Right? That's one thing.
That's insane,
but
bro.
could anyone really say that, like, after the gym, you haven't had sex with your partner right after the gym? And if you're having sex with your partner right after the gym, 9 times out of 10, you're doing a little foreplay, right?
To be honest, I'm going in the shower. I'm not gonna do that.
So after the gym,
as soon as I get out of the gym, I'm going straight in the shower.
Okay.
You know, because I sweat a lot.
Me personally, I wouldn't mind. I like a sweaty.
Yeah.
But guys are a
especially
little
myself.
different. Guys are a little like more savage, I think. But girls, like,
So for me,
as a girl, you want to fucking.
You know, sweaty booties.
So obviously, I would prefer us both come right out the shower. You know, it's a little more appealing, I think. You know what I mean? Everything is fresh and clean, stuff like that, right? But certain instances where you're like in that moment, you're feeling it. You know, wait, let's stop. Let's go take a shower. Might kind of kill the vibe, I think. At least for me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely got to be in the moment.
I get it,
Like,
but I'm not trying to be
now.
in the moment.
You want it? Well, that's pretty good. You know, I mean, shit. There's other women that don't care about that, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drink coffee all day, mud butt, and then let the dude do whatever he need to do. And that shit was just weird for me.
You know, it's funny because I was just reading a topic like that.
What?
On Instagram, it was like, what are some reasons why you get turned off, like with men and women? And then, and this guy was like, he was hitting his girl from the back, and she had like a shit streak in the back.
Oh.
Like I guess she wiped, and she like left some shit on her fucking tailbone. He's like, never called her again.
That is, if you don't know how to wipe your ass,
But he still
as
went.
an adult, we got an issue.
Yo, bro, but
That's never happened to me.
He's like,
the
but
nigga
why
still
couldn't you
wa-
clean it for her?
No.
Look at him. I don't get it. I got another question for you. All right, so what body types do you prefer? Do you like the surgeries? Do you like the more natural? Do you like heavy on top, small on the bottom, or vice versa?
Oh, yo, I got a certain body type, but I normally don't get that one. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I be hoping and dreaming and wishing for that shit, though. But I like small titties and all hips, you know? Nice legs, gotta have, you know? Nice calves and everything, but...
He's like, I know what I like, but do I get it?
My type, I would say, similar to yours, right, would be, I like curves from the waist down. I like those curves. I do like a little bit of breast too, though.
With that, too, like, you know, women are getting these BBLs, you know, constantly all the time. I have no problem with that because it's taken from one part of a body, putting it into another part of the body to enhance it, right? But I think a woman needs to upkeep that, make sure it's always well proportioned, because you just can't get it and then just, you know, eat a cheeseburger and just do whatever, because then you're gonna look sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't like sloppy looking women.
Yeah,
So
because
if
then
you're
the
gonna-
fat goes to different places.
Yeah,
and
bro,
it's
come
like,
on, it
what
doesn't
the
match,
fuck?
man. I'm just seeing
No,
crazy
for sure.
shit out here. Like, shorty styles don't match.
Like put the work in.
Put the work and maintain it. It was there for a reason. You want it. If you want to keep it, maintain it. Work out. Do whatever you need to do to keep that.
I'm all for BBLs. I'm all for that. I'm
Yeah,
all
it looks
for it.
good. I'm
If
here
a
too.
woman is
Both?
well, yeah, I mean, for sure.
On men?
For sure.
On men?
No.
I was confused too.
I'm
talking about.
I like my men with no
Well, I mean,
ass.
like getting like breast enhancement and shit like that. You know.
I prefer a thicker
boobs.
guy too, though.
Yeah.
Well, thick in a good way, not thick like too fat.
Muscular.
Dude,
Yeah.
niggas.
Yeah.
But BBLs, I think, I'm okay with. I like them actually, right? And I think if a woman is willing to go through with it, listen, where do I sign? Where do I gotta pay? You know what I mean? I'm all for that because I think it, aside from the cosmetic aspect of it, it actually helps a lot of women's confidence, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? All right, Jay, let's see what you got, man. Yeah. Well, it sucks for you guys, but it's good for everybody because now we get to take some shots.
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah. A little shot in the system.
Kind of needed that one after the last one.
Cheers.
Aguardiente.
Whoa. It was
money.
worth it. It was worth the shot.
we lost bread.
Worth the shot.
Let's go.
6. Alright. So what's your what else you got for us, Vanessa? What else
Alright,
is on
so
your
now-
mind that
okay,
you think women really want to know? What do women really want to know?
All right, guys. So my last question is, what would you guys prefer to go back with an ex or have sex with someone new?
Who's gonna start this one?
You know what? I'll start this one. I think
Please.
for me, I always like something new, right? Because I think an ex is an ex for a reason, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be an ex; they would still be in the picture, right? So when I leave an ex, I never go back. I've never gone back to an ex for anything, right? And it's like, and this may sound messed up, but it's like test driving a new car. Do you want to go to your older car, or would you rather buy a new car? You want the new because you want to know you don't know what to expect on the other side. With the next, you already know what the best case scenario is. With this one, it might be better. It might be worse, but it might be better. I want to take that chance. That's me personally. What you got?
Yo, bro.
You know what? I think girls and guys view that differently because I feel like girls don't want to add body counts to their belt.
That's the double standard.
Yeah.
That's the double standard. That actually makes a lot of sense. And that's what I would think a woman would feel. That she would rather go the safe route because she's not adding more body count. But for a man, it's different, right? Adding body count is actually a pro versus
It's
a
like you
con.
fuck this guy and you're like, damn, I just wasted a body count. And he sucked.
Oh,
absolutely.
shit.
Absolutely. What
Yo,
about you,
listen,
Jay?
the mind is a dangerous fucking place. And I say that because, you know, sometimes I do think about what I had before. And the sex life could have been really good. The attitude or shit that I don't really want to deal with could have been bad, but the fucking sex was good. But there's a reason why she's ex, right? Might not have been the sex. So sometimes I think about that and I kind of use it to my advantage, which could be bad, but I use it to my advantage because, you know, I try to smother her up to get back just to have that stimulation that I had just thinking of before I got there. But me exploring a new female anatomy is the best. because I say it because it's challenging, for one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say, like, the minute I start talking to a female, get to know I'm going to get there. But it's challenging for me to get to a point where I do want her in the way I want to have her. And just exploring her body, you know, knowing what stimulates her, knowing what gets her off. You know, it's kind of like, it's a fun thing for me. So.
And it's a lust thing too, because with someone new, the lust level is a lot higher for me than with someone I've been with in the past. Because with someone I've been with in the past, I'm already over that, right? So I may be attracted to them because.
I can see that.
But the lust, you're like the adrenaline. You know what I mean? It's something new. It's something exciting. It's something you're looking forward to, and the lust level is super high. Listen, for me, when I get into a relationship, a brand new one, I think the lust is at a super high level because you're so physically attracted to the person, right? The physical attracts you, the mental keeps me.
It's like the first 2 months is always the best.
Yes,
I say the first year. I say the first year is like nonstop, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that adrenaline.
That's
that
when you know if it's
adrenaline,
real
the
or
rust,
not.
right?
Keep it
Yeah,
past the
for
year.
sure.
Yeah, so but even though we're having this conversation now, like, so what ties into the whole thing about expecting, like, going on dates and stuff? Because didn't we talk about this before? Like, going in with expectations or without? I mean, isn't the whole thing about exploring, like, you know, because like you said in the last episode, having sex as part of dating it's a good thing because, you know, you sex and you go for the long run, which I totally agree with that too. So my thing is like, how do you go into something like me trying to explore a new woman but like not really expecting it? You're trying to enjoy company right now, but when you get it, you make sure that you put down and
All right,
handle
hold
the
on.
situation.
Let's be real, right? Because I think we spoke about this in the previous episode.
Right.
What does a man want the most when he first meets a woman? 90% of men. We'll say not 100 because you'll have, you know, randoms here and there that may, right? But 90% of men, when you go on a first date or you're dating someone new, what is it that you want to find out? You want to find out how nice she is? No, right? You want to have sex with the woman. That's a reality, right? It's human nature for a man, right? Bottom line, that's what it is. So, of course, when you first start dating, even if you have sex with them on the first date or if you have sex with them later on, the ultimate goal is to sleep with the woman. Right? That's the first goal. You have different sets of goals, right? You hit that first pinnacle, now you're like, all right, what's next? Right or wrong?
I mean, I can't 100% agree with you because I could go on dates trying to get to know one with no expectations. If, you know, I want to do that, yeah, I could want to do that, but I also want to see where her heart at, like where her mind's at, things like that until we get there because sex could be good, but then also could be bad. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to like just starting talking to her and fucking on the first night. You know, it might end up that you don't even talk. So you're kind of ruining something that could be beneficial by getting to her first and then kind of diving into it later. So me going with the expectations could be there, but it's not really. If we fuck, yeah, it's cool. If we don't, that's cool too.
Yeah, but the difference is that you're saying an expectation. What if you're not setting the expectation, but it's what you would like to happen, right?
Of course, I would like
That's what I'm
that
saying.
to happen.
That's
you know
what
what
we're
I'm
talking
saying?
about.
But
That's what we're talking about.
if you kind of lead into that when you're expecting, sometimes dudes don't even think about the females start catching on. Like, I think this nigga's just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
You
But
know
that's
what
what
I'm
we're saying. Put aside the expectation. Put aside the expectation. There's no expectation. If it happens, it happens, right? But on your mind, what is the first most significant thing that's replaying in your mind? Is it, I want to see how this woman is in bed, or I want to see what her heart is like? Off rip, you just start dating. What are you thinking? The first thing when you're at home, I want to see what her heart is like. No, you're thinking.
That's
man,
not-
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking. That's what you're thinking.
Corny.
All right, but
Why
that's what
is
I'm
that
saying.
corny?
What's he saying? I'm like, I kind of like where I'm at now, because remember, now I'm coming out of
He's like, with that thing.
coming out of a long marriage.
Yes.
So it's kind of like where I move forward now, me being older, I want to see where I was at. Yeah, I'm always thinking about fucking. I want to hear her ass part on the first day.
Yes, that's what I want you to tell me. Exactly, that's what they want to know. Like, that's the
But at
reality.
the end of the day, I
You know
want
what
to
I
know,
mean?
you know, I want to know a
Yeah,
little bit more
like-
about her before we get into that, you know,
Okay.
get into that.
But
level,
if
you know what I'm saying?
but if she happens to want to do that before she gives you anything else, you're okay with it, right?
Oh, yeah,
You're
I'll
not gonna
take
say no. Wait,
No, I'll
wait a
take it.
second.
But it's
I'll
kind
take
of a turn off,
I'll
you
take
know?
it.
Because you're like, oh, she's doing this for everybody.
It could be, but then again, I don't doubt my personality. If she want to give
He's
it to
like,
me,
yeah, I might just be that guy.
I'm ill with it. You know, I make her laugh. I know I got that personality that brings her out. I'm like, yo, I want to fuck this nigga. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's buying my dinner shit. He makes me laugh. Yo, I'm gonna take it all the way. And I'm
Take the panties.
I think every man would want that.
Yeah.
Every man would want, yes. Can we have the panties? Sure. And you say yes, he's gonna take it. Unless he's like, maybe he's a little shy. Might have a man who's a little bit shy. He may be like, you know what? We're moving a little too
No, I've
fast.
had a lot of those guys that
Really?
don't. Yeah, like it's not like I'm like jumping on them or anything like that.
Okay.
But there's guys that are like fucking touchy as soon as you meet them, and I'm like,
Okay.
get the fuck off me,
Okay.
you know. But then there's also guys that are like scared to show themselves. Like,
Yeah, but you know, so you have a very strong characteristic, right? A strong personality, and that may be 5.
I intimidate men.
Yeah, absolutely.
Am I?
That's a thing, though. That's a thing. That's a thing. So that may be one of the things that
But why are you intimidating? Is your dick little? Like, what the fuck?
some men just aren't assertive like that. That's your winning term. Some men aren't assertive like that. Some men just like to be the one that actually leads. 3. Crap out, but there's no 3s on me, so we're good. Some men like to be the one that's more assertive. So when a woman is a little more aggressive than he's normally used to, it kind of emasculates him a little bit. Believe it or not. It's kind of
Well,
cool.
I mean, okay, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying,
boy.
but I'm not aggressive at all in that sense. Usually, I let the guy take the lead,
Okay.
right? But there's been guys that just like legit like just want to give you head,
Hell yeah.
you know, and then like,
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
Jeez, that's like bringing that up. It's funny you say that. Not funny, but it's a good thing you say that, right? Because I don't know how you feel about this, right? But that's the thing in sex that I enjoy the most. More than intercourse,
Well,
I enjoy.
eating the box.
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
I would think the guy wants to get off too.
Thank you.
I agree with
No,
But that's
so when a
to
guy
me-
is
Oh.
okay with just giving me head and
I
not
love that
not
shit.
moving the next step forward, I
you.
feel like,
No, but I
are
would
you
say that's
insecure about
that's.
something? Like, what's going on?
Well,
What do you not want to show me?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's just slow. Whoa. I think we're going a little too far here. Just bring it back a little bit, right? So, we got 11. Yo, 11. Right on time, right on time. Yo, 11. Shots, baby.
Great.
Shots. We need a shot for that question.
Yeah,
That
for real.
question right there
Yo, for real,
is a
for
shot,
real.
for sure.
For real.
So, let's get this shot going real quick.
My homework for
Cheers.
tonight is to find out all the equations that sum up to 7 and 11.
So, eating the box, I think, for a man who's a pleaser, 4. for a man who's a pleaser, here.
I'm head, baby. Let's
For
get
a
it.
man who's a pleaser, I think is a great thing.
You eat ass, bro?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You gotta eat it all. Listen, when you're 18, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, it's nasty, this and that. Now, I'm not talking about coming right out the gym, you know what I mean? Eating ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like you get out the shower.
We were talking about that earlier.
You get out
If
the
the
shower.
time is right.
You get out the shower, you know what I mean? You bathe with each other and stuff like that. Or she just got out the shower. If time is right, let's make it happen. You
I
know
feel
what
like
mean?
that's more appropriate. Like if we're at the gym, at least let's have shower sex.
Yes.
Like why do we have to be nasty and just go straight on the bed after the gym?
I love eating the box, man, but it's like you just can't do that with every female.
So you don't eat ass?
No, I eat ass, nigga, all day. You hear that? I eat ass all the
If
time.
you can't do that with the girl you're fucking, then you
How-
should be fucking.
How do you feel about that?
What?
Do you find that?
Wait,
do you
can't-
find
I don't know.
that?
I guess.
Do
Huh?
you enjoy that or no?
Well, for me, it's a must. You're not gonna have
Really?
sex with me if you don't give me head.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing. One
Yeah.
thing is getting oral sex, but getting your ass eaten.
Oh,
That's a little different.
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
I
That means
mean,
right there.
I mean, it's right there. But it's not my favorite. Like I'm cool with just like some good. Like okay, what do you think is more like personal, giving head or having sex?
That's tough. Wow.
What's more personal?
For you, what's more personal?
I think oral sex is a little bit more personal.
I agree 100%. But there's
More
girls
personal.
that's like, no, I sucked his dick yesterday, but I'm not fucking him.
Yes.
And I'm
yeah,
like,
I think oral.
what?
You know what? I think
That's-
oral is more personal,
It's more.
but I feel like having sex is more
Intimate?
intimate. Yes.
I don't know. I think they're both.
Because
head
for
is more
example-
personal and more intimate.